Hey, how you doing, everybody? Tom here. I don't know what happened with the last video. The audio, I updated my OBS studio, and the audio never switched back to the um, to my mic, my microphone here. So just recording this. Um, I got another mail call yesterday with some Tiny D6 game books in there. What are they doing over there, man? They pump. I don't know if they're still pumping out stuff, but they pumped out a lot of books, and they're all really good. And for what they are, for being very small, tiny, I guess, um, they're gems. They're absolute gems. So let's see what I got. Oh, also, I'm changing the name of the channel from Arcader Zero. That used to be when I was. There was a nickname, a joke saying, "I'm player one, I'm player two, I'm player zero." Um, but since I do talk, I love arcade stuff, obviously, but I also talk a lot about role playing games because that's another big passion of mine. So let's get into it. Let's check it out. And thank you to everybody who put the heads up that the audio wasn't working on the last video. So I got these tiny D6 books, and these are small books. They're super cheap, super affordable. You're not paying like a regular 50, 60, $70 price tag that you normally see on like a Dungeons and Dragons book or anything like that. The art quality is really good. So let's take a look at the first one I got. I got Tiny Living Dead. Yeah, it's awesome. It's got a lot of rules in here for running your own zombie apocalypse. You can use it with their Tiny Wastelands product. You can use it with even Tiny Supers. They have rules for super zombies, like Marvel Zombies. Really cool. So this is fantastic. I think I backed the Walking Dead role playing game on Kickstarter, but I think if I get it, I would just run it in this and use that for source material. So very cool. Art's good. Love it. Full wraparound cover. Very nice. Let's see what else we got. We got Fallen Justice. This is very cool. This is a super supplement, but it's like street level. So, nobody really has powers. Um, a lot like the Frank Miller runs of like Daredevil or Batman or something like that. So you're looking at that style of play. It's got a lot of new heritage or like character classes, whatever you want to call it, in here specifically for the street level heroes. Some cool ideas in here, especially like when you're playing like a veteran or something like that. Some old superhero guy that's come out of retirement that kicks ass. Very very cool. Also came in was Tiny Legacies. This one's okay. Um, I didn't like some of the power write ups in it. Like I'm doing my own Ultimate Powers guide for their Supers game because it just lacks just a couple of fundamental powers like force manipulation stuff like that. But I would use my own. Has a lot of great information though on setting up your own comic world, your history, and everything else. So great resource for that. Okay, what else we got? We got Tiny Gunslingers. This is cool. Obviously, Wild West type stuff. Um, not only does it introduce some new game mechanics, there are all these different mechanics that you can easily plug into the system. So this one involves, shootouts and draws and use cards and play a version of blackjack. I think it is. I don't know. I never fucking gamble. Um, but very cool, and also introducing something called grit, which I kind of made something for my own tiny dungeon campaign called Fortune. But you use poker chips and for flavor. But yeah, for this you can plug this into your post-apocalyptic campaign. You can do Mystic, like you want to run like Deadlands. I know they got Deadlands for Savage Worlds, but that system gets very clunky when playing online. Slows everything down. Um, this does not. So check this out. Another good one. And now the last one that came in. I fucking love this. Is Tiny Beach Patrol. It's fucking Baywatch. You got rules for different lifeguards, like experienced and veteran lifeguards, or if you want to play a kid on the beach. I don't know why. I never watched Baywatch when it came out, but I started watching it recently, and I've been binging it. Like every night when I'm like lying in bed falling asleep, I put on Baywatch. And it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. The show. I mean, they've done so many different things, like having out of body experiences, psychic visions. They throw everything in there. Something called Baywatch Nights that's coming up. Well, that not coming up. It already came out years ago, but I'm gonna watch it. It's like their version of X Files, so I'm dying to see it. But Beach Patrol, this would be good. Mix it with your your Mecha versus Kaiju campaign. Where giant monsters are making waves in the ocean. You're gonna go save them. I don't know, but really, it's really fucking cool, and put some effort into it. I mean, the book is actually full color, which sometimes these aren't. So you got great illustrations, you got a great random generation of shit that can go down, like adventures and everything else. Why am I so fuzzy? Oh, there I am. Oh, okay. Um, but yeah, they've got a ton. They got a ton of stuff in this tiny little book. But it's very cool. I think it's very funny. Anyway, what do you guys think? Tiny D6. I'm loving the system so far. It's very simplistic. It puts more emphasis on people's characters and stories. I still think it's misnamed for it being tiny. It's not. They've got an awful lot of source material out there for it. Obviously, I don't know anybody else who did like a Baywatch style source book. Um, but it's very flexible. You can really tailor it to how you want to run an adventure. And I'll be doing a video shortly of how I have it set up in a platform called Roll, because I don't think there's like a really dedicated virtual tabletop, but Roll works really well for this. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys have Tiny D6? What do you think about that? I don't know what they're doing over there. They're pumping out some good stuff. They've got wonderful source books. This being Sun and Shadow for Tiny Dungeons is like one of my favorite fantasy source books right now. I like it better than anything Wizards of the Coast has put out recently, or even some of the classic ones. Has some really fresh ideas in there, and I love the way it's set up, and some fresh heritages or races, species, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, man. Check it out. Hope everybody's doing well, and I'll talk to you soon.